Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Just take a minute to take a deep breath in and release. This is a reading that's going to come in with a bit of healing. If you've been here before, thank you for returning, and if you're new, welcome. We do a bit of reading and auric healing, some journeying. Always something new. I let spirit guide, so we'll see what wants to come through today. I use light language. This is language of frequency. Helps shift things, helps me communicate with different frequencies. So I was doing a collective reading, and these cards wanted to come out and be in this recording today. I'm going to intuitively read these. They're very visceral in that they have a lot of animal and 3D imagery. So we have the actual animal card, the venom, the womb. And the village in this, the way it wanted to come out, felt very much like it was inner earth, earth star chakra. The ring felt like a balance of, I'm getting like the intuition. So the venom being kind of the shadow sides that we need to release. So I'm getting that we're coming to terms or balancing out the animalistic side of ourselves, because we are predominantly born into this world knowing the animal form. And as we move through this existence and through however you reach your spiritual awakening, you start to see there are other sides to this world than what the 3D presents you and what we're presented with when we are born from a physical aspect. So the womb is actually a beautiful spot of where the animal is birthed, but also it is the birthplace, it is a portal to all creation. So it has both the unseen and the seen in a culmination. So your themes of releasing or understanding a balance here. This is very balancing of the shadow work that, yes, you comes with this physical vessel. There's a lot of physical things that occur in this life, and there's things that we have to work through. So they're just showing me, this spiraling dance of your energies that, okay, yes, we know there's things we have to release. Great. And we do that work. And, as light warriors, light workers, whatever terminology you prefer, it's kind of inevitable that we end up there. But it takes a lot of strength to move through this. Like, look at those teeth of venom. There's lots in here. Lots of strength to move past those pieces and then to balance it with this, intuition. I'm seeing third eye, connection to source. And then also here, our connection to Mother Gaia, so below our Earth Star Chakra. So this beautiful symmetry, balance, it's never perfect. There's always, sometimes we dip as the animal that we are, right? We dip sometimes into the venom or into the shadow, the darker aspects, but then knowing we can always pull ourselves back to the lighter aspects, in touch with our intuition, knowing that connection to unconditional love is within always. And we always have that support. Always, always, always. We can always tune back into that. We can have that within our hearts at all times. And our wombs. So this is also, whether you are born with a womb, we all came from a womb. So I'm getting here that with the womb space, I'm seeing the Womb Awakening book now. So there is a movement towards understanding this space as a portal. We've been, taught to ignore it. As women, we're not as connected as we could be in modern societies. We're more or less, it's an inconvenience to get your period. It's an inconvenience to deal with the symptoms around that. But truly, this womb space is coming back to a place of reverence. Collectively, Goroya Sananaya, we are shifting in that direction because it is the birthplace of everything. All life must come from this. So it's very interesting to see that shift as our collective is rising in vibration. But it does require us to really understand this balance. So I'm definitely getting that you've been doing this work. So it's actually showing, even this way this card was wanted to be laid here. How it's really this perfect balance of, releasing the shadow, in touch with our intuition, and in touch with Mother Gaia. This triangular, this trifecta, this balance is really coming home, and that is where the birth of creation for ourselves and for anything we want to create in this life. Okay, so let's just take a minute and let that sit. I'm going to do some light language to just calibrate you to this message and this energy. Koreya sononaya kokoro. Ya nonaya kaya koko shtanisi. Ya noya koko ya sononaya koko. I'm just seeing the spiraling energy coming around your body. Koya sononaya. Going down into Mother Gaia. Just cleansing out. It's just a quick cleanse to release anything is no longer serving you, any sticky energy in your auric field. Just wants to be released down into Mother Gaia and transmuted. She wants to support us. Mother Gaia is our womb. She holds space for both the animal and the intuition, the seen and the unseen. Goyasana, as she evolves, we evolve. All of the mirrored aspects that we've come to understand in this life. And respecting that balance, that we are both the seen and unseen, and that interplay is always happening whether we're aware of it or not. And then thanking our bodies, thanking our womb space, for the beautiful things that it creates, both physically and also creations that you've put out into this world, perhaps through your hobbies or your work. There is a lot of energy that we've taken for granted or haven't supported as much from this womb, so we're just going to send this some gratitude. Thank you, womb space, for supporting us. Thank you for collaborating with us and for all of the undying love that you've always committed to us. She's really just showing me this birth of the new earth, or however you want to call this new stage that we're moving into, as more golden era. She's just showing me how it's truly our energy going through this portal in the womb and being rebirthed into a new template. We're creating a new template, a new frequency. By reconnecting to this portal within us, we can rebirth ourselves. We can rebirth our own energies and create new. Thank you. Thank you all for joining for this reading. And thank you for the supporting energies that have come in today. I hope you found value, and I'll see you in the next one. Namaste.